One of the things that I hated most whenever I first started my career was how much time I would sit in front of the computer editing. I remember feeling like I was losing so much of my time. And if you're like me, you care about your time too. Look, I get it. And that's why I'm here with you today, because I'm going to reveal my top Adobe Lightroom Classic keyboard shortcuts so that you too can reduce your editing time. Now, these are going to work for you regardless of the niche that you're in. So you could be shooting fashion, commercial, weddings. Doesn't really matter. If you love shooting and you want to reduce your editing time, you're in the right place. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on upcoming videos just like this, because that's what this channel is here for, to see you thrive as a photographer and in your business. All right, let's go ahead and dive on in. All right, so here we are in Adobe Lightroom Classic. We have a gallery pulled up from a beautiful wedding that I photographed in Ireland. And I'm gonna go ahead and go through these shortcuts with you. The first one that I'm gonna share with you is P. P is what flags my images. So when I first photograph a wedding, I love to cull the gallery. And what that means is that I'm gonna be going through every single image and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna keep this image or I'm not going to keep this image. What I will do is I will select everything. To select everything, the first shortcut we're gonna give you right here is Command A. Command A will select the entire gallery. Right now, okay, we're in library. Also, should note that as well. Command A selects everything, and if I hit P, P is then going to flag every single photo that is selected, okay? Now, from here, as I'm going through each photo, the next shortcut that I'm gonna give you is U. Whenever I hit U, it will unflag the photo that is selected. So as I'm just, I will double click, see each photo individually, and as I'm going through, I will say, I love the position here, maybe not so much here, so unflag, move on. And I'll keep on moving through. And so this is super helpful for me whenever I am first organizing my galleries and determining what am I keeping and what am I not keeping. Now, as I'm going through, another thing that I like to do is I love to give my clients event previews. Now, this is a sneak peek. It's one way that I love to go above and beyond for my clients and give them a nice surprise and something that they get to look at, within the first week of their wedding. And in order to do that, I am using my ability to color code the images. And so if you select 6 is red, okay, 7 is yellow, 8 is green, and 9 is blue, okay? And so you can select certain colors and that will help you organize. Now you can use this as creative as you would like, this ability to select colors. And again, remember, you can have more than one image selected, okay? So for example, if I want, let's say I want these 2 images here to be selected both as yellow, all I have to do is hit Command and select the other image. And then I can say, all right, they're both, I turn them both green by hitting 8. And so using the color code system has been something that has helped me to create the event preview, because as I'm culling, I need another way to say this is the strongest image in this set of photographs. And the way that I do that is with my green. Now, whenever I want to see only the green in the library, I'll come over to Attribute and hit green. Okay, that's not really a keyboard shortcut, but it's a shortcut that saves me so much time. And then of course I can export all of these beautiful photographs individually. And then whenever I turn off the green, now we are back to all of our images that are flagged. Okay, now moving right along. One thing that I like to do whenever I'm first editing a photo is cropping it. And the shortcut for cropping is R. R is the shortcut for cropping that I love to use. Another shortcut that you're going to want to know is before and after. And so what I'll do with that is Y. Y is the shortcut for before and after. Okay. Now, one thing that I like to do whenever I'm looking at color and I'm really trying to get a clear view of color, if you've ever been editing for a long time, you know how Sometimes the colors, they get kind of muddled in your mind. You kind of need a fresh look. Sometimes walking away and coming back, you see things differently. And so one thing that helps me to see color really well is L. If I hit L, it's kind of a blackout. It makes the background, everything except the images, have this black haze. And if I hit L again, it'll go entirely black for the background. And so when I'm looking at before and after, or if I'm comparing images, which I'll show you how to do in a moment, hitting L to have a black background has been super helpful for me. All right, now if I'm wanting to compare the image, all right, let's say I edited this photo here, and now we have this image, and they are not the same. So I'm gonna hit Command and select the image that I would like to edit, and then hit C. C is the keyboard shortcut for comparing when I wanna have images side by side. If I'm matching film photography to digital photographs, C is the tool that I'm going to use because it's going to allow me to show them side by side. And so when it comes to matching color and skin tone, different parts of the day, this is something that is make or break for me. I have to use the compare tool, no doubt. Now, while we're talking about backgrounds, I know we kind of went ahead and we talked about the compare tool, but something that I will use whenever I am wanting to refresh my eyes, I really love L. For that blackout feature. But S also does bring a nice white background. It's a soft proofing, but really I personally, just the only reason I use it, the feature I love is the white background. When you're thinking about the images on your website or on Instagram, it's likely going to be with a white background. And so this is a nice way to just see the image with a white background. And so just kind of changing up the color of the background can really help you to see your images in a new way and to make sure that you're getting the editing and the colors just right. All right, for the next one, we're gonna need a totally different image. Why don't we come over to one of these beautiful ceremony images? Here we go. Okay, so anytime you wanna remove anything in the background, it could be a blemish on the skin, it could be a street car in the background, it could be a person, anything. It could be a bird in the sky. If you want to remove it, the shortcut I like to use is Q. Q will pull up the heal tool. And so for example, if I want to zoom on in and remove this, and we're not here to show you how to edit the background out perfectly, but you can kind of see here, that is going to make it super easy to edit things out. And of course, that is a terrible example of how to edit it out, but without spending, a lot of focus, there you go. We got it out. Heal tool, Q. That's what I'm here to tell you. Now, another feature that I want to share with you that I use often, and this isn't a shortcut, okay? It's not necessarily a shortcut, but it is going to change the game whenever it comes to your editing. It really makes such a big difference because in the wedding photography masterclass, one thing that I do often is I edit photos with my students. And so I know how often students go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much of a difference that made. So I want to make sure that you know about it too. It's very, very simple. When you are editing a photo, okay, let's come on over here. Now these are my presets right here, and these are I have them for indoor, outdoor, depending on your goal. Let's go ahead and go with the dreamy interior. If you'd like those presets and would like to learn more about editing, I do have a link in the description for our editing course and then also the presets. You can get your hands on those. That is available. But let's say right here that we have this gorgeous photo and we're editing it. Instead of clicking on the little point here and dragging, what I recommend that you do instead is to hover, okay, and go and use the arrow tools on your keyboard. So up, the arrow going up or the arrow going down. This is a very specific amount of movement that gives you so much more control over the photo instead of clicking and dragging, especially if you are on a laptop. I cannot stress the difference. I really do believe that using the arrow tools has helped me become the master editor that I ultimately have dreamed of becoming. And there you have it. Those are my favorite Adobe Lightroom Classic keyboard shortcuts to reduce my editing every time. I hope you're feeling inspired to get out and give those a try. Let me know in the comments if you have further questions. And if you also want to build a thriving business, be sure to click the link in the description where I have a free training that I created just for you. I'm going to teach you how to build an irresistible brand so that you can finally stand out from the crowd and have an inbox full of dream clients eager to pay premium rates. Believe me, your dreams of having a thriving business are a lot closer than you think. Click that link, get the free training, and find out what you need to do next to bring that dream into reality, because I'm here to show you the way. All right, my friend, I adore you, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.